Alright, so when we left off, we'd conquered a huge chunk of Valenwood. What we have to worry about now, predominantly, is actually the Somerset Isles are taking a lot of land. And I don't really want to go to war with the Somerset Isles because they're difficult to get to and quite stable. So maybe it's time to pick off the Felonesti. Anyway, we're a king now, which is great. We are the king of Silvernar. We are Ideal Masters, obviously, and we are a crazy necromancer boy. So now we've made a kingdom. There is a spell here, you may notice, Ritual of Lichdom. We can attempt to make ourselves undead through blasphemous magic. We need 100 gold. I'm actually going to try and do that when we get a chance and become a Lich King. We'll make us immortal. However, people hate Liches. You get a -40 general opinion, or even -100, I think, when you actually turn undead. So, do we actually want to become a Lich? Because that would sort of undermine the whole alien aspect if we become just, you know, undead, a Draugr, essentially. I'm not sure. We'll see how the pieces fall. I would like to become immortal. I can't really think of any other way of becoming immortal easily, because you have to be a master sorcerer. Sorry, master. The one above that, legendary. That's a legendary mage, to cast a spell of immortality. Even then, the actual pieces to fall into place to actually do that is very difficult to set up. So I might not be doing that anytime soon. How many troops do you have? 1,025. How many do we have? 2,012. So let's just go ahead and for a while focus on summoning more Daedra and undead hordes. We should be able to summon quite a few because we haven't done it for a while. That's buffed up our army significantly. Look at that. It's an additional... So we're up to about almost 4,000 men now. Keith is now our heir. There we go. And I assume we've got the best commanders. Let's put the best guy on the center. And you guys can take the vanguard. We can just declare war straight away. Conquer Valenwood with the Warlord. What does that do for us? We are going to lose... You know, there's almost no downsides to that. Let's do it. Let's call in our allies. We do have a lot of tribal allies. And to be honest, I quite like tribal allies because they're sort of self-managing, if that makes sense. Summon some undead to bulk out our army a tiny little bit just to get the numbers up there. So our commanders can buff them appropriately. We do want to sort of deal with this army before it starts conglomerating. It's a good start. Alright. It's quite a significant amount there we're going to take out quickly. We don't want to keep our numbers down. We don't want to give a chance for these armies to come together. Because, again, they also have a lot of tribal vassals. So assuming we can keep picking off these small amounts before they become anything larger to worry about is probably the best strategy, I think. Great. I got a job at the Thieves Guild. You know, we are in the middle of conquering half a kingdom. Go ahead and hit that. Turn around and take out this... Stack of 800 is probably significant enough to take out, especially now. Chase them into there. Alright, I'm going to go for the capital, and I'm going to have my allies sieging elsewhere, so... Oh, well, they haven't got many troops left, but we'll just send them all there. Fortunately, since it's all tribe land, you don't need many troops to perform sieging. There's 700 men there. I'm going to try and hit them. There we go. Run back to the capital, take that out. This war's going fairly well. We did take a loss there by the looks of it. What was that? One of my vassals, by the looks of one of my tribal vassals, potentially. Oh no, wait, we got sieged in Greenleaf. Not much of a concern seeing as we've got their capital. Sure, we're not leaving armies, so I don't mind secluding myself in prayer and meditation. Potentially get diligent. I'll take anything we can for that, even if it means losing a Lostful. We've already got enough kids, I think, to sustain us. We're an elf. You don't really need many kids as an elf. I'm going to take out that big stack there. Now we're here, we might as well go counter siege Greenleaf. I should have just assaulted these, to be honest. There are barely any men here. Right, let's go ahead and head through there. I think we're going to catch them either way. In terms of my son becoming just, he's got green spore though. I can cure that. Go ahead and cure disease. 15 magicka. We can rank up in the Thieves Guild to Bandit. It's a pretty significant tax modifier. Let's go ahead and summon some Modra Mora. Now we've got means to do so. Send them over there. Yeah, I don't really want to risk having many sons out to kill me, to be honest with you. Oh, that's annoying. Let's go ahead and send those down then. Alright. We should win that. Yes, it was close actually. It was a risky play because we only had center. Alright, and then we'll send those up to there to siege that province. Let's put ourselves in prayer and meditation. Temperate diligent. Don't think we got either. Normally get a pop-up up here if you pass that check. Alright, we're at 93%. If we can hold them off here. Maybe even siege that down. Somebody converted to Ideal Master. Was that my wife? 96%. Oh my god, we're so close. Let's just siege this from now and sod it. 99%. Oh, come on. 100%. There we go. Alright, so this is going to make us exceptionally powerful now. Alright, so we control now most of Valenwood, and we can actually usurp some titles. Go ahead and do that. Build a war chest. Haven't really got much else to do. Some more Dremora. As long as we keep our Dremora numbers up. Oh wow, we fought that without using levies. I actually thought I had my levies raised for that. Never mind. Keep our Dremora numbers up. They're not going to attack us if we have a load of Dremora raised and sat on the border. We've got Spell Drinker Amulet. What is that? We didn't actually have an amulet, did we? Learning, personal combat, prestige. Hey, that's pretty good. Hey, that's pretty good. Alright, let's compose a new book. I think a stewardship book would probably be quite handy, seeing as I imagine our monthly balance is still incredibly low, even though we own the majority of a kingdom here. So we probably want to take out these and then maybe pincer attack Aelinor from both sides. This is independent. This is independent. Let's close the spellbook here. Offering vassalization. Must be at peace. Who's he at war with? Of course he is. I think we're just going to go ahead and swoop in on that. We could do it for one of our vassals, maybe win them over a bit. So what are the... So we take or vassalize all the titles, or we could use an Inquisition, gain +3 moral authority for the Ideal Masters. I'm going to do that. Using Inquisitions at this level is going to be incredibly useful. Damn. We actually have a pretty decent moral authority, I'll be honest. So if we can keep using Inquisitions against all of these, we're potentially looking at, 3, 6, 9, 12. We're looking at a good 15 to 18% additional moral authority, which will really help us with converting all of these provinces that are obviously not the same religion as us at all. Alright, we can... You know what, we'll worry about title management after we've dealt with this province here. We'll siege that down, chase the army, although we might not have to because that will probably be peace. Alright, it's another son that's a Master Mage. He's a pretty good fallback son, to be honest. He hasn't got terrible traits. Diligent, temperate, frail, which is a little bit of a shame, but not a huge problem. The Apprentice is fine. Melodious, fair. And obviously this kid's a genius. Conscientious, indolent, haughty. He's not great, but he's getting there. Let's go ahead and just siege this down. And there is our Inquisition finished. And that should take us to 53%. Alright, it does work. I was just checking to see that, make sure Ideal Masters weren't, a unique religion that wasn't affected by that or anything like that, but we're fine. Alright, well, what do we do now? We've got a lot of duchies to create, but I don't have any money to do it with. So I think we just really have to dish out some land and sit around and make some duchies eventually. We're way below our vassal limit, so we can just give out land to pretty much anyone at this stage. We're going to say ruler no to this and say this is our new filter. And then just go ahead and refresh it and grant some land. Do we have any more duchies? So we have this one. That's our main one, correct? Yep. And then Falanesti is... How many provinces? Excuse me? I mean, we'll give it away because this dude is our religion, our culture, high stewardship, really likes us. This one's... I don't think all of that was de jure, was it? Oh, that was all de jure, so I'm not bothered. Okay, that's absolutely fine. I don't want to be giving away, de jure land that doesn't fall within their usual borders, because that's where you start getting really bad border gore and like vassal blobbing. Alright, we have a couple of tribes that I need to give away. What does this fall in? Green Shade. High Elves have Timber Watch. Hopefully these guys, they are converted to Oriel, and Oriel is better than the Bosmer, because we can always convert back to Oriel fairly easily, seeing as that's our, like, inherent religion, so to speak. So any aliens that spawn are going to already have Oriel, for example, here. We do need to proselytize a bit better. So I'm going to make my son... Damn, we have a lot of lands that aren't following our religion. We need to sort that out pretty immediately. Oh, we need to give away these tribes as well. Let's go ahead and refresh that. Grant landed title, you can have... what have we got? Greyleaf. Let's give that away. And Abermath. You can have Abermath. Okay, so that solved a lot of our problems. Hopefully our tax modifier will now go back up. Fengren is converted to Ideal Masters. A good start. I focus on our home province to start off with, because obviously they're our courtiers, and if our courtiers don't like us, it leaves us more susceptible to assassinations. For Righteous Imprisonment, what's he done? I mean, he's an Aliad, but he is Cult of Meridia. Okay, so there's Flag and Rebellion. That's fine. It means we can revoke his title and give it to someone a bit more worthwhile. We're going to get it either way, because we'll sacrifice him to Hermaeus Mora. My son wants to duel his rival. No. No, I'm not allowing you to duel... I'm not allowing my two sons to duel each other and maim each other and kill each other. It seems like a really poor idea. Let's go ahead and take this province very quickly. Minor inconvenience at best. Chuck him in prison. And we'll offer him up to Mora. I haven't been calling him Mehrunes Dagon by accident. Anyway, we'll go ahead and make an offering. Wonderful. And we'll go for Wealth of Oblivion again. Flawless Dwarven Sword. There we go. All we need now is armor, and we've got pretty much a full armory. At which point we'll probably start saving up for the Ogma Infinium if we can. That'd be pretty insane. Let's lower those levies and move those down to these borders here. Right, open council positions. You despise me. Why? I actually would prefer these guys to be plotting against me so I can, you know, chuck them in prison. We'll put Magical Keith. Oh, sorry, this is Fengren. Is this the same Fengren that people have been trying to assassinate from the start? He's a necromancer either way, so we've got that in common. You know what, we'll just keep him ticking over the provinces. Alright, extort subjects. Not happening. Shut the gates. And probably not happening. I can't really afford to take the general opinion hit, so we've got to give away Snapvine tribes. Let's go ahead and search this for unlanded people, high stewardship. Here you are, Snapvine. Righteous Imprisonment. We have a lot of people. So you are Oriel Aliad. Let's go ahead and put you in prison. What else have we got? Bosmer. In prison. Bosmer. Rebellion. Fine. Absolutely fine. Go ahead and kill his armies. Free war score. Siege this down. Might as well leave that unpaused while we do that. Oh, weird. Okay. Fairly neutral in that case, going for that. Why are we being notified about this? Don't know why. Oh my god, there's still this guy we polymorphed into a chicken. Oh well. Okay, let's go ahead and summon some more Dremora. Just keep the numbers up. Common Trust bind us together. And peace. So he's in our prison. This is working out really well. I feel like we're gaming it a little bit, but we're dealing with rebellions. You know, we're taking land from people who have different religions and different cultures to us. Was that ours? I didn't even notice. Oh yeah, look, we've got some really weird lands down here. Alright. It's a little bit of a pain that we have to walk all the way down there, but never mind. Let's go ahead and summon some more Dremora. Magicka is actually our limiting factor now, not Favor, because of all those soul harvests we've got going on. And ideally, I'd like to build some more castles, because those soul harvesting is pretty impressive. Academy infrastructure level 1 would allow us to get another +6. Wow. Okay, let's do that then. Can we soul harvest everywhere? I very much doubt it. Oh, we can. Wow. Okay, we'll absolutely be saving up and buying that in 1 second. There we are. Oh, that was ridiculously stupid. I'm going to have to raise my troops now. My fault. My fault. I'll admit that one. Alright, let's move it there. I assume they can't catch any of our troops. He wants peace. We surrender. Alright, fine. Saved us a problem, I suppose. Alright, who else have we got? A Bosma. Another rebellion. Again, it's really not an issue because we're helpfully tidying up all of our borders. Let's go ahead and just bring those over there. I wasn't actually expecting them to do that when they saw our other troops coming, but okay. Someone's conspiring to kill my son. Alright, 36%. Sure, we'll accept more guild jobs. Put those over there as well. No, we don't want anyone else to get involved with the book. Hey, this is going really well. Oh wow. So why do you hate me? Woodroot. Is that an entire province? Was that the one I accidentally gave away? Yeah, I'd quite like that back. Damn it, I wanted him to rebel. Oh well, never mind. It's my wife. I assume you're not doing anything too bad. So he can stay around because he's Aliad and likes me, more to the point. He's Bosma. He's also quite powerful. Alright, there we go. So we do have a pretty large rebellion now. Again, it should be really straightforward to deal with. Just bring our troops up here, bring these boys across. Oh, they actually have way less troops than I thought. Kill Deravin the Quarreler. I have no quarrel with Deravin the Quarreler. Let's go ahead and put that. You can really see the divide between, you know, Bosma Green Pact and Aliad Ideal Masters. But again, we've only got to do this once before we've sorted it out. What we'll do, we'll stay here, then we know what we're doing next episode. I know that I've immediately got water to deal with, and I'll remind myself of why I've done it. Thanks. This was pretty good. This is going incredibly well. Actually, we've really stepped it up. Good work, team.